Morning dear students of class 7 from LPM Public School. I am a science teacher here. Students, as you know, your second chapter nutrition in animal is going on, and today is my last explanation of this chapter, and my topic is about the digestion in human beings. And in the process of digestion, I am talking about the small intestine. The length of the small intestine is 7.5 meter. Okay, students? And there are many types of digestive glands are present in the small intestine that releases digestive enzymes to digest the components of the food like carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamin, minerals. To digest all these components of the food, many digestive juice enzymes are released from the small intestine, as well as there are few more glands which are just by the side of the small intestine, just like liver. Liver is reddish brown in color. It is big in size, a large gland of the body, and is just present above the abdomen on the right side. Liver is a large gland of the human body. It secretes a digestive enzyme named bile. Bile is a digestive enzyme that is secreted from the liver, and this is not directly released in the small intestine. First of all, it is stored in the gallbladder. Just now, you can see here I have drawn the figure of liver, and here inside this you can see a figure of gallbladder I have drawn. What the liver releases, the digestive enzymes named what? That name is bile, which is stored in the gallbladder, and this bile juice is further released into the small intestine, the food present in it. The function of the bile is to digest the fatty substances of the food. Digesting fat substance is not very easy task. Just like digesting carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, minerals are somehow easier, but fat is not a so easy task to digest it, because fat doesn't dissolve water. So this bile breaks the fat into small particles to make it digest. Okay, next, one more gland that is called the pancreas gland, which is just situated below the abdomen. Okay, students, it is just situated below the abdomen. This is also a large gland. It is creamish in color that releases the pancreatic juice. It is a types of enzyme released through this pancreas, and so the pancreatic juice released from this pancreas gland helps in digestion of the carbohydrate, protein, fat, these all substances of the food. Further, the food is passed into the small intestine, and inside the small intestine there are many finger-like position inside the small intestine that is called the villi. V-I-L-L-I, villi. V-I-L-L-I, villi. Just it is so that to increase the surface area for absorption. It is in many fold inside the small intestine. Inside the small intestine, there are many fold here that is villi shaped, which is finger-like shaped, that increase the surface area of absorption. that increases the surface area. As much as the surface area, so much is the absorption. जितना अधिक surface area बड़ा होगा उतना ज़्यादा absorption होगा. So villi is in the small intestine increases surface area for absorption. So next here the digested foods are absorbed in the small intestine by the help of the villi, and the absorbed energy is further utilized at the time of its requirement. Next, the undigested food particles is further passed into a large intestine which is near about 1.5 meter length, and here not too much process is there, just a simple process. The excess presence of salt and water in those undigested food materials, the large intestine absorbs those salt and the excess water from the undigested food particles and make the waste materials in semi-solid form that we call the feces, and which is firstly stored in a rectum, a part in the body where the waste material comes and stored there in the rectum, and further from this rectum it is released out of the body through the opening called the anus point. Next to it, I will explain you about such creatures like cow, buffalo, goat, horse. These creatures are called ruminant. Do you know why so? Because the other creatures they chew the food only one time while eating and swallow it only one time while eating. But cow, buffalo, sheep, goat, horse, first they have got twice chewing in their food during their food taking. First, they hurriedly, or you can say quickly, they chew the food partly and they swallow it. They do so why? Because to keep themselves safe from any carnivorous type of creatures, so that they eat it and just hide themselves at a safe place and sit and chew what the swallowed food they again bring back in their mouth and they chew it. Because at the time of eating the grass, they are very afraid of being attacked by some carnivorous animals. Okay, so they quickly nibble and take those grasses inside it and just go away in some secret place, and there they stand or sit and start chewing the swallowed food. They bring back in their mouth and they chew again. So those creatures which have got this type of quality of re-chewing the food, they are called the ruminant. And I have met the digestive tract of those ruminant. This is you can say here, this, when we chew and swallow it, firstly the food comes and get collected in this rumen portion. This is the first place where the partly chewed food is directly swallowed and it comes and stored in rumen. Then from rumen, the food is again sent to the reticulum. From rumen, the food is sent inside the reticulum. This is the second part. And here, from reticulum, the food is then directly passed to their mouth for further chewing, which we call the process chewing the cud. So here you can see, student, how the food first it is swallowed directly and comes in the rumen, Here the swallowed food is then transferred into the reticulum, and from reticulum the food is transferred into their mouth so that they can rechew the swallowed food. So rechewing the swallowed food is called the chewing the cud. Then the finely chewed food is then passed into the omission. Here you can see. So here, first time when they chew the food partly, means not fully, just swallow it hurried, very fast, they just chewed and swallowed it. And the first time the food comes and gets stored in the rumen. From the rumen, when they are going to again chew back their food, swallowed food, they first transfer the food from the rumen into the reticulum. Then from reticulum the food passes through the mouth and towards the mouth, where they chew it again, and then they transfer the food in the omasum. This is the third chamber, omasum. And from omasum, here the food is further partly digested and by the help of various digestive enzymes secreted inside the omasum. From the omasum, the food is further passed into the abomination. Here also the food is partly digested, and from here it starts going into the small intestine. You can see this is the small intestine, where finally the food gets digested and the undigested food materials is given out into the large intestine, and from where it is thrown out of the body. So, student, this whole process you have seen. In our system, there is only what? Alimentary canal. In our alimentary canal part, there is only stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus point. Here you can see there are many more excess 4 chambers are present here. Beside the small intestine, rectum and large intestine, there are 4 more excess chambers are present here, because they are the special creatures who chew the swallowed food, that is called chewing the cud, and such creatures are called the ruminants, and the method by how they chew is called by how they just do their digestive system is called rumination. Now look here, again I am repeating, what are those 4 chambers? First, when the swallow comes in rumen, from rumen it goes to reticulum, from reticulum again comes to mouth, they rechew it and they send it to omasum. From omasum it comes in the abomasum, and from abomasum it reaches the small intestine and further it digested and the waste materials is thrown out of the body. So students, today I have finally just completed this explaining part of this theory part of this chapter. I have explained finally. In this chapter today I have explained you about the small intestine, large intestine and about the ruminant. In the small intestine I have told the food is digested in our human being, and by the help of few digestive enzymes, just like one is present liver, other is the pancreas, and then what I have also told, the length of the small intestine 7.5 meter and the length of the large intestine 1.5 meter. Then after in reaching the large intestine, the undigested food materials, from the undigested food materials the excess salt and water is absorbed by the body, and the rest of the waste material is thrown out of the body in the form of semi-solid, that is called the faeces form. Next I have explained about the such creatures that chew their food, swallowed food again, and chewing the swallowed food again is called the chewing the cud, and such creatures are called the ruminant. Example, sheep, cow, goat, buffalo, horse, etc. And what are those part of the chambers that I have also explained to you just now. So hope so you have understood, student. You must draw the figure in your copy, and the work will be provided from me you must do in your copy and learn it. Okay, student? Thank you. Have a nice day.